in 2015 to 2016, the financial and technical support that the EU provided to its member states contributed to the better managing of the challenges in the areas of asylum, migration, and external borders. In its May 2nd, 2018 proposal of the 2021-2027 multi-annual financial framework.
Je m'excuse, chers collègues, je vous redemande une nouvelle fois un effort de discipline qui est très simple. Il faut juste rester calme et commencer à parler quand on a franchi la porte. Merci beaucoup.
So in its May 2nd, 2018 proposal of the 2021-2027 multi-annual financial framework, the Commission proposed to significantly reinforce the overall Union budget for the management of migration and external borders by increasing it by over 2.4 times, including an increase in the funding allocated to the decentralized agencies in this area. But this proposal, the creation of the AMF, regulates only the AMF and will provide support to the efficient management of migration by the member states with an envelope of over 10 billion euros over the 2021-2027 period. Only comprehensive migration management grounded on principles of solidarity and fair sharing of responsibility will deliver sustainable results. This includes an adequate distribution of union funding to ensure that member states that are most affected have sufficient capacity to address the challenges that they are confronted with. The fund will support action by national governments, local and regional authorities, and civil society groups engaged in fostering the short-term integration of third country nationals in the host communities. The main challenge that the proposal aims to address is a need for greater flexibility in the management of the fund, flexibility in determining the rights, delivery mode, and the themes to which funding should be allocated. Member states will be composed of a fixed amount of 5 million euros, and an amount allocated based on a distribution key reflecting the needs and pressures experienced by different member states in 3 key areas covered by the fund: asylum, legal migration and integration, and countering irregular migration, including returns. I'd just like to underline several points that I've made in my opinion. Firstly, that the treaty, Article 80 of the Treaty on the Function of European Union states that the common policies of asylum and migration and external borders are based on the principle of solidarity and fair sharing of responsibility between member states. Secondly, that while we welcome the significant increase of the European Union budget for migration management and border control, there is an imbalance because most of the money, or a large part of the money, is going to strengthen border management and the strengthening of migration management. So we propose that more money should be given. The overall fund for the asylum and migration should be increased by the same rate as the increase of the funding for border protection. The success of EU migration management relies on effective integration policies. Therefore, we regret that the minimum allocation requirements for integration and asylum existent under the current asylum AMFI regulation have been removed and call for their introduction together with minimum spending requirements. I've also reiterated the importance of an effective implementation of the partnership and multi-level governance principles in order to ensure that local and regional authorities and civil society organizations are able to support and shape the actions funded under the AMF. I've reiterated the availability of the Committee of the Regions to facilitate the dialogue and cooperation with local and regional authorities in migrants' countries of origins and transit. For instance, through existing bodies and platforms, ALM, COLIP, joint consultative committees, and working groups. Finally, there are 19 amendments that have been tabled. There are 5 amendments which I could not accept because they did not adhere to the principles for a need for a holistic approach on all aspects of migration. I've tabled 2 rapporteurs' amendments to reach some compromises. Finally, I'd like to thank the political coordinator of the PES group, Justus Schonlau, for his invaluable help, and the Civic Secretariat also for their help in preparing this opinion. Thank you.